What up, what up, what up? We are back in the building after lunch. That is right, guys. We're back here. Make no mistake about it. And curious to kind of see how this afternoon plays out, chat. We know that we had a lot of volatility this morning. So question is, will that continue? Will we get more downside momentum kind of stepping into the market? We're not sure, but make no mistake about it. We're going to find out. Hey, who's the first person? Let's shout them out, chat. Who is the first OG here that has kind of rocked out? Made sure they were the first person to comment on the stream. We got M1GH simply with a boom. So we are back. That is right, chat. Make no mistake about it. We're back in the building. We're currently sitting here. You got price 28,633, guys. I actually am not gonna lie, I like the rejection here. I think more downside to kind of creep into the market. So just kind of waiting to kind of see how this plays. Having a bit of a range. You got a top wick on the current 5-minute candle. You can kind of see that here, right? So I mean, you got the high sitting there at 28,669, guys. I think we get more kind of selling pressure here to the downside, right? It's 143, and we'll be kind of shocked if we don't get kind of like more momentum kind of stepping in here to the downside, chat. So I am kind of watching that. You got these accounts here. Crazy day today, guys. You got multiple accounts here. We're rolling. Make no mistake about it, right? So Cray with Lil Ray on these 5 accounts. And we'll see what else we can get this afternoon. A crazy kind of day here. Looking for, let me see here how this is gonna play, chat. Got the highs up here sitting at 660. I'm gonna try a quick short here, guys. You know, we'll see if we get momentum here to kind of continue down. Maybe 10-15 points here or more to the downside, right? Want a flush of these lows basically down towards like 12. All right, there's 10 points, chat. Can we get a little bit more out of it? Want about 15-20 points here. Trying to get a 20-pointer at least. Kind of start the session off right from 631. Want more downside here. You might get a push back up, unfortunately, but looking for at least 15-20 points. Kind of saw the momentum building here to the downside. Wanted to join the party, guys. We had about 12 points on it, and I was looking for about 20 because we broke the bottom, the previous. We did not get back above that previous candle high, so tried to short this thing down. Might get chopped here, unfortunately, on some wicky-wick action. 630 down to maybe 610 would be right at, yeah, see, you're gonna get chopped. So that's not great. and I don't really want to hold this. We had the trade. Probably should have took the quick TP, but 'tis his life. Yep, choppy chop time. So don't like that. Got to close. Might have to enter a little higher, guys, on this retracement. So we will see, right? Had about 12 points, wanted more, and we got a pretty steep pullback. So I may be looking to re-enter here right off the EMA, right? So what a, well, I mean, what a response from the bulls. 115 points up on this candle, guys. Crazy reaction there. So glad I chopped it because you just had 120 point kind of push back up. We had about pretty close to, I think, 12 or 13 points on it. Wanted more, held it, and what a bounce here, right back up. So this is this what we're gonna get this afternoon? Is it gonna be one of those afternoons where it's kind of cray with Lil Ray Ray? There is a 133 point pop. I mean, I almost feel like they're gonna flush this thing now, but we'll see. A lot of times you get that drastic move, guys, and then you get the pullback to the downside, right? After you kind of trap people, probably hit their stop, and then you get the downside momentum kind of stepping in here, chat. That's what it kind of feels like, to be honest. But we'll see. What a crazy bounce, though. I mean, you got to be honest. Was not expecting that kind of reaction initially. I mean, that's crazy. But we've seen this over the last couple of days, chat. A lot of volatility. We're going into the last couple. I mean, you got about 12 minutes left on the current candle. So referring to the 1 hour chart, that is. The current candle is, you got a nice bottom wick. Wanted that retracement back down here, guys, back towards like 670. I'm almost, you know, I'm almost cautious here to, you almost want the shorts off of that bounce, but we'll see how this next 5-minute candle kind of opens up. Got about a minute. Quite the bounce. I mean, is this news related, chat? Something is, I mean, I know it feels like some of these moves are news related when they're really not. They're just, it's just the volatility, right? So we could not get the move to the downside. So you got basically 146 point pop on that candle right back up. And it's still going, chat. I mean, this is quite impressive. You got Lucid accounts right now, 2 accounts, 50% off using the code PW. After that, it goes to 30% off. We're right back at the EMA, guys. Do we get some kind of reversal here for a quick drop? Kind of like reacting off of that EMA to the downside here, chat? Or do we get more continuation back up? That's the question, right? I think we get some kind of retracement because that was a crazy kind of move here, guys. So I'm looking to see if I can frame a short. See how we kind of rejected off of, maybe my short was a little too low, chat. And that's just based off of this, right? So like these, so like this would be like a aggressive short. Stop would be back above the previous candle's high, and you're trying to ride this thing down, guys. Right? If it pops 786, you don't want to be short anymore, so you would let it ride. You would basically deal with it. Pretty aggressive trade here. 15 points. Not going to give it a lot of room here. I need it to go. Oh my goodness, guys. She gone. There it is. There's 40 plus points to the downside. Oh my goodness, guys. That was up 50 points on the short. So, hello volatility. Drop a W in the chat. If you took the short, you got paid. Make no mistake about it. So they tried to hold D-Money down on that first trade coming back from lunch, guys. We got chopped a little bit. We had a 15 point, we had about 12 points, and then we just had a 50-point mover there. Make no mistake about it. So you gotta love it, chat. Drop a W in the chat if you took the short, you got paid. What a crazy move there. Didn't even know you entered yet. Where were you? Because D-Money literally showed you the trade. So what do you mean you didn't know I entered? Oh man, what a crazy somebody saying Iran strike. Show the TP and stop loss, bro. Edgar, I'm gonna show you to the VIP. How about that? So you gone. Like, are you kidding me? Oh, my goodness, man. You gotta love the chat, guys. There's always somebody that they're the expert streamer, right, guys? They're the expert like trader, and they want to tell you what you should be doing when meanwhile they're watching you. So like, how does that work? Like you got. It's like unreal. But if you haven't already, guys, do me a solid, hit the like button here. I know we scheduled the stream for 2:30, but D-Money said, hey, I got the sub in me. I'm feeling pretty good here. We're going to rock out. Make no mistake about it. So if you haven't already, guys, do me a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know the vibes. That is right. What a crazy... So I'm looking, there could be a possibility for more downside here, guys. When you see that crazy like pump to the EMAs and then we just kind of halt, that to me is bearish. And that was nothing more than a liquidity grab to possibly go lower, guys. I've seen that too many times, chat. I've gotten burned too many times, actually, trying to like get the continuation here. And then all of a sudden we're back below 622, chat. I've seen it too many times. So you good? That's why they got to talk. Yeah, I mean, apparently that's what it is, chat. I don't know where all the hate is coming from, guys. I don't get it, because I know that D-Money does not. I mean, it's like crazy. So it is what it is. Either way, chat. We had a good trade there. Over 40 plus points. It was at 50 points. It moved so quick I couldn't even take it off. So it was like crazy. I closed it out over 40 points for the winner. So we'll take it. It is what it is, chat. Not gonna worry about it. Oh man. I take my own trade, but I have looked at you and you definitely got me money, bro. Don't worry about them. Yeah, it's like crazy, chat. I'm not worried about it at all. I just send them to the VIP now. I'm not even gonna waste my time. Like, right? I mean, like, what's the point? So, what's the point, guys? I mean, I will say this: if D-Money was, if I was, you only get haters, I feel, if you're doing something right, guys, right? Because what's the point of hating on somebody that's not doing something right? Maybe they're jealous because they're not in your position. Like, I don't know what it is, chat, but I know for a fact D-Money's not going out of his way to be rude to anybody or do anything like that. So I don't get it, right? It's unsolicited. So that's why I'll just kick him out. All right, well, either way, we had some volatility. Make no mistake about it. Right now you got Lucid Flex accounts and all the accounts, to be honest, because they all apply. 2 accounts, 50% off using the code PW. After that goes to 30% off. You got options, chat, right? So we'll kind of do a quick breakdown. We already had 2 trades in the last like 15 minutes. The last trade was a banger trade. I think we maybe push up here and form some kind of top wick and then drop lower, guys, to the downside, right? That would be like the thought process, kind of like a double top up here on the 5-minute chart. You see how you got like this, you're kind of watching to see if this is going to be a double top, and then we sell back off here, possibly to the downside, guys. We'll see, right? If we're able to pop these highs and get back above the 50 EMA, then that's invalid, right? So you need to wait for more information in that case. which is fine as well. So we'll see how this plays. Kind of stuck in a big old range here, chat. And you got to be mindful of what's happening. So we are currently trying to reject again that ORB level of 772, guys. So let's see if that holds up, or do they pop these previous highs up here? And get more, you know, the momentum kind of flowing back to the upside. Who knows? Who knows, chat? Yeah, it's always like you can kind of tell there's people that all right, we got Tanner here. Let's see what Tanner's talking about here. I'm watching my new solar skimmer take care of the pool from that nice little 8,500 payout from Lucid last night. Miscalculated and thought it was only going to be 5,800. Also promoted to VP of Ops last week at work. Blessed up, D. Hey, Tanner, I'm happy to hear that, man. Congrats. Thanks for the $20 tip. You didn't have to do that, man, but obviously we appreciate it. So congrats on the payout as always. You gotta love it. How do you manage risk? Yeah, so you're looking for, you gotta have, I mean, even if it's a mental stop, guys, in my opinion, you need to have some kind of stop in, right? So whether it's mentally and you kind of know where the invalidation point is, it doesn't really matter, right? And sometimes people get uptight about that because you're not saying, right? They want, yeah, I mean, they literally, he wanted an entry and an exit. That's what that guy wanted. Clearly was an entry and an exit point, so he could just, you know, basically get a signal service here. You got to do some work, chat, right? So it's like crazy how some people react, but you are kind of looking now how we react, in my opinion, guys, at the ORB, because at 28,772, that's a make or break area in some cases, right? And right now the bulls are fighting with aggression to try to keep this thing propped up, right? So you are kind of watching to see if there's going to be some kind of reaction at this level to the upside, or do we sell off? Kind of holding that 28,778. So if you're trying to get short here, your stop will probably be back above the current candle's high, like 794 as an example, right? Because, you know, if it pops that candle's high, chat, you probably don't want to be short. What I will say is that if this candle on the 5-minute chart closes green, in my opinion, that's bullish, guys, because when you get this strong momentum candle and then you get a retracement and then the next candle is able to close bullish, that to me is kind of telling me that bulls are stepping in to the market trying to take this thing higher, chat. So we'll have to see how this thing plays out. Got about 47 seconds left on the current candle, but I will be leaning towards longs if this candle closes bullish, to be honest, on the 5-minute chart, chat. We'll be looking up here towards maybe 830 or higher, right? If they're really going to push. So we'll see how this thing closes. Maybe we get a rejection kind of the last like few seconds of the candle being open. So we shall see. So that kind of gave you a you know, if you're looking for shorts, where the stop would be, right? I'm always trying to measure, chat, based off of the EMAs. Right? So how far away they are, etc. Let's look at the pop here, guys. Like I said, I think that's a bullish, that was a bullish candle closer, chat. I think we get more upside here to the upside, chat, towards this level up here. Possibly, right? Because of that previous 5-minute candle closure, that will put us 830 up to maybe 855, chat. About 50 points from here. You got to be probably quick on it, but I think that's the move here. So I'm going to try quick long. Let's see if we can get up to at least 827. Did I get yoked here? We're gonna find out. A little strange price action, but maybe I get yoked. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's not looking good. Right back down. Gonna give it a second. Wanted this thing to kind of push here, guys. On a day like today, you do have to have a little bit wider stop because there's so much volatility. So there's not much you can do about that, guys. I hate to say it, right? So if you're nervous about the volatility, you probably want to size down, right? So that's just what it is. And we are having a hard time here. So I am probably going to close this trade out, right? So we'll see if we can get a bounce here. Need to bounce quick. Not get back below 772. I'm going to have to chop the trade, I mean. So yeah, not looking good, guys. So all right, so we had 3 trades here. One trade was up 12 points, got chopped, closed it. The next trade was 45-point winner. This trade didn't like the price action. May look to re-enter on a long if we can kind of reclaim these highs above 786. All right, because of that previous candle closure, guys, I'm looking at this candle right here. Right, so I am kind of watching that. And maybe the retreat, maybe I got out early because of it, but I didn't want to give it that many points. I think it's smart to get out and re-enter, guys, if the bullish momentum steps back into the market, right? Because it's kind of choppy. So you're talking all the way up to 830, so that's plenty of points in my opinion here. If we pop, I think that would be the move, right? If we get bullish. Right off of the ORB 772 area, so we are kind of looking to see if this continues. So I didn't want to give it too many points, right? I'm not looking to ride this thing down. I think if we're really gonna pop here, it should happen pretty quick up here towards that 826 level. So I am watching that, guys, for a re-entry here, right? Longs look like they're back in play. And you're looking towards maybe 830 or so. So we'll see how this plays. So right now, if you got long here, guys, your stop will be back below like 760, right? 760, guys, would be the stop. So I'm going to play it, right? If I get stopped, I get stopped. Maybe it is just a chop fest here. Who knows? But I like 829 or something like that. 829. There's 15 points. Can we get more here, guys? To like 830. To the bottom of the box is 826. There's over 15 points. Feel free to take profit. 20 points, 25 points. Come on, guys. The box got hit. I think we take that, right? The box literally just got hit, chat. So we will take that because we just hit the TP box. So I think that's good enough there, chat. Drop a W in the chat if you took it, you got paid. What a crazy kind of move here. So you gotta love it. You gotta love it, guys. Drop a W in the chat. Hit the like button if you haven't already. We got 1,100 plus people rocking out. We're going to ramp up here in the next 30 minutes. I know a lot of people thought I was going live at 2:30. So make no mistake about it, guys. We got you covered here. We are rocking out until 4 o'clock. Make no mistake about it. So got you covered for Power Hour. We just out here trying to make a little monies. Awesome call, buddy. Yeah, I appreciate the kind words, guys. I mean, I think, you know, a lot of times, what I will say, chat, I think that was a good example of exiting the trade and getting in when momentum steps back into the market, because that's what I did, right? I didn't like I wasn't willing to give this thing a 50 point, right? I'm not going to hold for a 50 point, 40, 50 points down, guys, right? So once I saw it kind of retracing, I needed to get back bullish, and then I was looking to join the party up to the box. So that trade worked. We'll take it. You got to love it. Now you're kind of watching, right? Do the Bulls have enough momentum to pop us above 853? That would be the thought process, right? Can they get us back above 853, top of that box? We're going to find out. You got Apex right now in chat. Today's the last day, 90% off using the code PW. You're able to get 5 packs now, buying 5 accounts at one time, one single purchase. So use the code PW. You can get a 5 pack of 50K trailing drawdown accounts for, believe it or not, $95. That's cray with low Ray chat. So we got you covered. Make no mistake about it. Don't think I'll ever given the stream a like before, but I gave it one now. Fire analysis. Hey, full port, Nico. I appreciate the kind words, man. Honestly, appreciate the like. Don't take it for granted. What a crazy day, though, chat. I mean, I showed you guys the P&L from this morning. I mean, PW made so much money. He went to lunch and he said he's gone, guys. What a crazy day for a momentum trader, right? Yesterday was crazy as well, chat. So we'll see what else we can get this afternoon, right? Keep the momentum going. Why not? Where do you get a copy trader? We actually leverage TradeAbate Prop here at the BDH. That's the only platform that we use. So when you guys see me on this screen, this is Trading View, chat. This is Trading View, right? So this is Trading View, and so when you see me switch to the black screen, this is actually TradeAbate Prop, chat, where you're able to copy trade, etc. Right? So that's just what it is. So make no mistake about it. TradeAbate Prop, the one and only platform of the BDH. Curious to see how this plays. I mean, it is, kind of look at the 1 hour chart. It's bearish, guys, right? Look at that 1 hour chart. Look at that top wick. I mean, was that enough to go lower? That's the question. Is that enough to go lower here, chat? Based off the 1 hour chart? Down to like 700? Or do they yoke this thing back up? Because there's been so much like crazy kind of whipsaw action, chat. So it's like, do they flush this thing lower? Or do they yoke it back up? Like, who knows? We're just trying to get movement in the market, guys, either direction. That's all I'm trying to do here, right? So yeah, 1 hour chart doesn't look too hot right now. There's still a lot of time left though. So anything can happen. Anything's possible. Got a high put in, retracement, high put in. Is this another retracement to go higher, or are we flush McGushin here? 4 hour chart right now, it is bearish. Got a long bottom wick down here at 621 that we haven't really tapped into, so that's very interesting. We'll see how this plays. We got you covered here, chat, with the weather report. Make no mistake about it. So if you thought that DMONEY forgot about it, you're highly mistaken, guys. So we got the weather report for Fort Lauderdale here. We got you covered. So right now, current temperature in Fort Lauderdale, chat, is 86 degrees. It is cloudy. It says partly cloudy, conditions expected around 3 o'clock. Well, I mean, cloudy right now, so it's been cloudy all day, so I'm not quite sure why they're saying expecting at 3, but it's been cloudy all day here. The high today is going to be 87. The low overnight was 79, chat. So not looking too great from a beach weather standpoint, but there is no rain currently, so I mean, I guess you take that, right? That's the weather forecast brought to you by the BDH and DMONEY. You gotta love it. So we will see like how this kind of plays. We're not really breaking down, so are we headed higher? It's the question, chat. What up, D-Money? Hey, what up? How are you? We in the building. We are in the building. We've had multiple trades already, chat. If you joined late, I mean, I know we had it set for, I get it, right? Because we had it set for 2:30, I believe, but started a little early here, so made no mistake about it. But we've already had multiple trades, guys. I mean, we've had a choppy trade, was up like 12 points, got yoked. Had another trade, was down like, I want to say 25 points or so, maybe a little bit more. And then we had a 45-point winning trade. Then we had another winning trade that would have got you over 30 points. So what a crazy kind of afternoon so far. But I mean, I guess it could be expected, right? I mean, at least we're getting movement. It's better than getting chopped, I guess. So what do you do? Good day, man. Day been going well. I'm late today. Figured I'd pop in for Power Hour. Yeah. Yeah, we had a really good day today, Chad. I'm definitely you know, not disappointed with the day at all. I mean, today was cray with Lil Ray, guys. If you missed a morning show, unfortunately, you missed a banger. You want to make sure that you're here tomorrow, because we're going to be doing it again. Make no mistake about it. So you know the vibes. Yeah, we had a crazy day here, chat. I think PW's up like $45,000 plus or something. I don't even know, right? So it's been one of those days, guys, if you're able to capitalize on the volatility here. So we definitely did that. So if you missed this morning show, I mean, I think people in the chat will tell you that you missed a banging stream. So make sure you're here tomorrow, guys. Hopefully we get good volatility, and we're gonna obviously try to do it again. So that is right. Big old range right now. Yeah, that's what I was saying. We are. I mean, you're correct on that. We're in a big range. I mean, I hate to say it, but we are. So kind of draw. You know, you map this thing out. This is what's currently going on, chat. Right. So we are currently in a big old range at the moment. We need to break the range. I mean, that's just what it is. So until then, could be looking, you're right. You're trying to kind of look for entries, trying to snipe some of these entries, but we are currently in a big old range. All right, so if you kind of notice here, you got the bottom of the range here sitting at like 615. You draw this thing up to the top. You're talking about a 280 point range, guys, right? Until we break out of it. So now the question is gonna be, we know we got this whole SpaceX thing going on Friday, right? So are we gonna just kind of range now until then? That is very possible, chat, right? Because meaning that the market's kind of stalling, waiting for that thing to kind of come out. I don't know, right? I don't know. I mean, you're going to trade what's in front of you, obviously, and go from there, but I'm not sure. I am not sure, guys. The most talked about IPO should be news. Oh, yeah, with 100%. I mean, we're gonna get something, you know, related to the SpaceX IPO, chat. Now, what that is, I don't know. I mean, right? Bullish, bearish, or choppy. It's gonna be one of the three, without a doubt. So, and when I say choppy, that's just basically kind of like we're stuck in a range, not kind of putting in higher highs, higher lows, etc. Right? So, something's gonna happen. We just don't know what. Do you see shorts? Well, I mean, I would love for us to kind of get back below these EMAs if that's the case. I mean, we've already had like, How many trades, chat? I've taken, I think, 4 trades already. So I think it's smart. Got to be a little patient here and let this thing set up a little bit more. I've had, I think, already 4 trades. So banging stream. I didn't think YouTube allowed this. Ricky. Oh man, Ricky, where's your head at, man? Oh man, you gotta love it, chat. Somebody's all I think we gotta give Ricky a timeout. Let's give Ricky a timeout for his head being in the gutter, because we're definitely not, we don't know where he's at, but we're oh man, Ricky, we gotta give you a 10-second timeout, buddy. So come on back in 10 seconds and think about life. Oh man, you gotta love it. Well, I mean, as we kind of wait, gotta let this thing kind of set up a little bit, guys. We've had multiple trades already. I think 4, right? We've had like 4. I've already taken like 4 trades. So the reality is that we got to be a little strategic and kind of let it play out. I need to see something convincing to want to re-enter, right? I mean, that's just what it is, guys, at this point, right? So if you kind of look at, we talked about this earlier in the AM stream. DMONEY is looking forward to the game tonight, guys. Make no mistake about it, right? So I am definitely looking forward to it. You got game, yeah, like I don't know why they have it blocked off like it's private. So I don't know what that's about, but you gotta love it. So we do have game 4, obviously, tonight, chat. So I'm looking forward to that game. We know that we got the Knicks. They're leading 2-1. We know that obviously it's in New York. So who's gonna win that game? I mean, I don't know. I think I'll probably drop a poll here in the chat and let you guys kind of have at it here. Out of curiosity. Look at the push down, chat. So another rejection off of the ORB, that 772 area, right? Get your votes in here. Want to know who you guys got for game 4 here. It looks like right now, 44% of the chat have the Knicks, and you got 29%. They have the Spurs, right? 29% of the chat, they're confused. Maybe they don't watch sports. We're referring to NBA Finals, chat. NBA Finals game 4 here tonight, right? Game 4, 8:30 tonight. Tanner, what do I got to do to get a timeout? Well, Tanner, I mean, you can't give us a tip, sir, and then say, what do you need to do to get a timeout? Because we're not going to give you a timeout, right? I mean, because it's like you want the timeout. So we want to give the timeouts to people that are not, that are not expecting the timeout, if you know what I mean. So we can't just be giving you timeouts, Tanner. Is that for the final or the games before the final? Yeah, this is game 4 of the finals, chat. So if you don't watch the NBA, if you don't follow it, I know PW was making jokes about men walking around playing with a basketball, guys, but you guys know that D-Money's a fan of the NBA, so we got to talk about it, right? So it is yeah, this is game 4 tonight of the finals. Should be hopefully a good game. I think the past 3 games have been pretty good games, right? So why not? Why not, chat? Be looking forward to it. Make no mistake about it. Kind of watching here to see who wins the battle between the Bulls and the Bears, guys. You're kind of watching, right? I mean, I do see the rejection off of the ORB. So are we going to go lower now, back below 686? We've had quite the volatility. So if you haven't already, guys, do me a solid, hit the like button. We got to get to 1,000 likes here, chat, to make sure that we're well over 3,000 for the day. So do your boy a solid, guys. We had a really good show this morning. Was cool to have PW back in the BDH here, East Coast, and want to keep the streak alive of 3,000 plus likes when we go all day, chat. So do me a solid, hit the like button if you haven't already. Right now we're sitting at 400 likes. We got some work to do, chat. Got some work to do. We got 1,500 plus people rocking out. We'll ramp up here at 2:30 because I know a lot of people thought I was going live at 2:30, guys. So because that's when we scheduled the stream. But we started early, so we're here to get the party started. Why not? That's right. Would love a short here, to be honest, down towards 687, guys. Right? I'm gonna try it. Maybe might be a little risky here, but I'm trying it. Can we get the move here to the downside, guys? I don't know why I'm on a 1 minute chart because I'm not watching that, but can we get a flush here? We want at least 20 points. Saw the rejection wick and taking the short. Let's see if we get follow through for at least. All right, there's 15 points, chat. Take profit as you need be. All right, there was right at 20 points. Can we get a 20 pointer? There's 20 points, guys. I mean, hey, you gotta love it, chat. I'm gonna take that off. There it is. There's another 20 pointer. You gotta love it. All right, so just kind of saw us breaking down here, rejecting off of the ORB and took the short, guys. You had a 20-point trade there. So if you took the short, you got paid. Drop a W in the chat. Why not? We're just rocking and rolling here. You know the vibes. You know the vibes. Oh man, what a crazy time to be alive here with this volatility. Somebody said W, 21 points. Yeah, I mean, I wanted continuation. I'm not gonna lie, but I was content with a 20-pointer here, chat. It's only 2:23. We got some time here. I saw, what did I see on that trade? I saw the rejection, previous 5-minute candle of the ORB, right? 28,772.5. That's the ORB low, guys. Saw the rejection of that, pretty clean. You had one candle that closed below the 50 and the 14 in one single candle. So that to me is bearish, and tried to ride the momentum down. Pretty simple trade there, right? So question is, do we flush here and get back to the bottom of the range because we just rejected so far the top of the range, right? So do we get back to the bottom of the range? That's the question, chat. Towards that like 500 level. Lower, sorry, 28,000, like 617, lower 600 level. Because we've already had some kind of reaction off the top of the range. So far, it looks like. Remains to be seen. Got the poll kind of finalizing here. Got to get that poll out of here, chat, because we're coming up on, believe it or not, in less than 30 minutes, you got power hour. It's like crazy how the time flies, chat. I don't know where the time goes. I'm just being honest. Just got back from work and made $490 trading. Thank you, DMONEY. Hey, you did all the work. I don't hit buy or sell for you. So, congrats. What do we got here? Yeah, you got a rejection of the 14, guys. That's looking like, to me, this is dumpers, right? Maybe towards 600 from here. You would have loved the top wick, though, on this current 5-minute candle, right? you got no top wick right now, guys. That's the only thing I don't like, right? Because a lot of times you don't get that top wick, you get a push down into that. See how this candle closed? I talk about these candles a lot, right? That previous candle closure, long wick, top and the bottom, and it closed bullish. So you're kind of looking to see if you get, you know, they dug into that bottom wick and then they expand this thing higher, right? Because we're not breaking down yet, guys. So I would have loved a top wick basically at the open of the current 5-minute candle, and then we push down. That would have been more convincing, probably for more continuation. So now I think you got to kind of play it. If we break below 695, then there could be more downside, like stepping in all honesty. I think that's the smarter way to kind of frame that setup, chat. You don't want to get yoked on, so. How was my morning? I had a really good morning, chat. I got multiple accounts up over $3,000. I got accounts up over $1,500. If you missed this morning stream, you can go back and rewatch it, chat. We put on a clinic, and I'm not bragging. Like, I'm just being honest. We literally put on a clinic this morning with the volatility in the market, chat. So maybe your schedule didn't permit you to be able to watch that stream, but I would definitely recommend you probably going back and watching if you want to know how we trade momentum in the market. I think it's a really good example, to be honest. All right, do we get continuation here? Do we get the flush McGush, guys? That's the question. Are they kind of propping this thing up, and then all of a sudden we're back towards the bottom of the range? I was done for the day. Just bought a 25K account to rock out with you. Yeah, I've already had like 5 trades though. So I mean, we've had, you just had a 20 point trade. We had a 45 point winning trade. I got yoked on, I think I was up 12 points on the trade and it pulled back on me, so I closed it out. I had another loser in there somewhere as well, right? And then I had like probably like a 25 point, 30 point trade. So I've already taken like quite a few trades here, chat. So we'll see what else we can get. Make no mistake about it. Feels like they'll surprise surge it up again before failing. Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe. I mean, we'll see, chat. Oh, man. If you haven't already, do me a solid, chat. Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know the vibes. You got Tradify accounts right now, 35% off. You're able to bundle 5 at a time. So you're able to buy 5 accounts at one time, chat. You save a little bit more by buying 5 accounts at once. So use the code PW, as always, for the best deal. All right, another lower high. All right, you gotta, do we get a flush here, chat? The only thing that sucks, you didn't get that top wick, right? But do they just flush this thing down now, or they yoke it back up? And there's room to the downside. We know where the bottom of the range is, right down here at 600. So lower 600, but there's a range to kind of be filled. But you want to see the momentum kind of continue. They did not have a top wick on the current candle, so that's a bit trappy in my opinion right now. And that's what makes trading a little bit more difficult, guys, right? Is you got to kind of know it takes discipline to not just want to hop in right away, right? Because you want some kind of top wick form, preferably if we're going to continue lower, because you're like, okay, well, at least the bulls tried to step in, bears stepped in, they were more aggressive and they took this thing lower, versus you just hopping in willy-nilly and now you got to sit through the retracement where it can be a lot more uncomfortable, right? Even if your directional move is, you got the direction down, but you didn't count for the retracement, you can end up getting kind of wiped out of that trade. I think more downside here kind of steps in, chat, pretty violently here, right? I think you would have to be kind of accounting for that. Maybe lower 600s. I mean, that's 80 points roughly from here. I think we bazooka down to the downside. I mean, that's just what it is. Kind of looking that way, but you got to account for these kind of like knee jerks back up on the way down. So let's see if we can frame something here. 690. Yeah, shorts are looking pretty decent, chat, right? Because you kind of figure that we kind of flush McGush here. Gonna try a quick short. Let's see if we get continuation, guys. Already up 5 points. Let's see if we get a flush here. One a little bit lower. I don't know if it's gonna happen or not, based off the kind of knee-jerk reaction that we've been getting, right? Might get yoked. Stop here. I'm gonna put it up here. Looking for, yeah, see, I don't like that. I don't like the stalling, guys. I'm not gonna give this a lot of room, to be honest. In my opinion, it should kind of take off here to the downside if it's gonna go, right? They've already swiped that previous low, so I don't like that. I'm gonna chop this trade more than likely. You got about a couple seconds left. We'll chop it. I don't like the push back up here. Give it about 15 points. Come on, flush down. I mean, there's room to the downside, chat. All right, can we get at least a 15-20 pointer here? That's the question, right? The bottom of the range, guys, is 613. So there is room to the downside if they're going to flush. All right, there's 10 points. Feel free to take profit, guys. That was 10 points there. You got to pull back, slight pullback. Can we get more continuation to the downside here? Flush this thing lower. Wanted a 20-pointer, but we'll see. That's from 685 down, so we'll see if we get a flush here. They're just going to stall. Yeah, they're pushing it back up. Oh, man. So you had 10 points there. Can we get the continuation down? You got 20 seconds left on this current candle. I'm going to put that there just in case. Probably not going to give it that much room, but it's at least in there. You want continuation to hurry up here and kind of step in, guys. Not push all the way back up on a top wick or something. Kind of trap you into a trade. Come on, flush, flush, flush. Nope. Yeah, let's see. It needs to happen now. There it is. All right, there it is. There. Whoa, she gone. Yeah, that was a quick 25 pointer. Hey, drop the W in the chat. You got paid. You gotta love it. I mean, hey, we will take it, guys. Right at the open of another candle, right? It's kind of crazy how they kind of do that sometimes. So I wanted the lows to get broken. I wanted that lower 600, but we will take the 20 plus points. Why not? I was too late, D-Money. So what's the next move? You gotta be kidding me. Oh man, we knew somebody was coming in with the foolery, chat. Do me a solid, hit the like button if you haven't already. We've had multiple trades here. You had that was a 20-point trade. You had 20 points on the previous trade. You had a 45-point winning trade. You had a 30+ point winning trade. I had a loser that was, I think I was up like 12 points or something and got chopped. Ended up closing that one out, and I think I had another loser. So you've had plenty of opportunity here, guys, to capitalize. It's 236, by the way. So little cray with little Ray action here. So if you haven't already, do me a solid, hit the like button, chat. Trying to get to 1,000 likes for the afternoon show. We had over 2,000 likes this morning, so that will put us well over 3,000 likes for the day. So we're trying to keep the party going. Right now we got over 1,800 people tuned into the show. We're gonna ramp up here, getting ready for Power Hour. Make no mistake about it, chat. We're sitting at 571 likes. So do me a solid if you haven't already, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know the vibes. You got Tradify accounts right now, 35% off. I've already taken probably, I think, 7 trades or something. I don't even know how many trades at this point, guys. Quite a few trades. So you can't say that you can't say that we haven't put it on for you here. Put on for my city, if you know what I mean. Let's see if they flush finally below back to like 614, guys. Right? Kind of waiting to see if they flush below. And that's just simply a price target because that's the bottom of the range, guys. Right? That's what it's looking like. Just taking a while to get down there, but I literally told you, chat, right, that we had a rejection. It looks like off towards the top of that current range. And if that's the case, well, if you're a range trader, you are targeting the bottom of the range, and that will put us back at like 616 from here. So you gotta love it. Quite the moves, quite the moves. So, cray with little Ray. 1,800 viewers with only 530 likes. Yeah, I agree. Come on, chat. We got to get to 1,000 likes plus. Come on, man. We've had 1,000 likes in the afternoon chat for months, so we got to keep that streak alive. We're gonna ramp up here in the next 20 minutes or so. I've taken probably 8 trades. I don't even know, 7 or 8 trades. I mean, at least 5 of those, maybe 6. Oh, I guess 6, maybe 5. I think at least 5 winners, right? I had 1 choppy trade, and then I had, I think 6. I think 6 out of the 8 were probably winners. So there should be no reason why we don't have 1,000 likes. You had a 45-point winning trade. You had 20-point winning, 2 20-point trades. You had a 30+ point winning trade. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. We're almost there, chat. We're at 700, right at 700 likes. So the math is not mathing, though, that we got 1,800. We're going to ramp up here for Power Hour. I got you covered with a poll. Don't you worry. Delta Line, you took trades and also my heart. Well, the question is, Delta Line, are you a male or a female? Because D-Money needs to know, right? I hear you, but are you a male or a female? Because if you're a male, unfortunately, D-Money does not rock that way, if you know what I mean. So we're gonna have to give you a timeout. If you're a female, then we may look to kind of entertain that a little bit for the chat, but we're not gonna indulge if you are a male. Make no mistake about it. Jennifer, what up? How are you? Good afternoon. Oh man, Luke, DMONEY does not swing both ways, but apparently you do. So we will give you a timeout to think about life. Make no mistake about it. So you got a 5-minute timeout there for violating DMONEY. Hope you miss a trade. I hope you miss a good trade, Luke. Enjoy it. I hope you get a 100-point banger, Luke, while you're out. Oh man. I hope you get a 100-point banger, Luke, while you're MIA. You're sweating trying to get back into the chat. You're trying to get back into the stream. Can you imagine, guys? He's like sweating trying to get back in. Oh man, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. He's panicking trying to get back into the stream. Oh man. Do we flush those lows here, guys? That's the question. Or do they bounce this thing back up? I mean, if we lose 615, look out for lower 600s. Quick little scalp there, right? Kind of talk you through that one. So I think we kind of get towards the bottom of the range here, guys. Just took a quick scalp on that one, so it is what it is. Oh man. Well, Luke, I hope you you're under another user ID. Oh. All right, well, we'll do this real quick, guys, while we kind of wait. Got to see how this kind of plays out. We got a poll coming up here for Power Hour as well. So you got right now Apex accounts 90% off using the code PW. I know people are kind of wondering, right? They're like, well, you know, what's the big talk with Apex now? Well, the reality is you no longer have. This is what I was talking about if you're on the morning stream, guys. There is no more. Right, so you got no more MAE rule, no more 5-to-1 risk reward, built-in scaling, 50% consistency rule. I mean, that's just what it is, right? So you can kind of see that there. You got two account variations here that you can choose from. You got end-of-day drawdown accounts, intraday drawdown accounts. So most people are probably going to rock out with the end-of-day drawdown accounts because we know that a lot of people want those accounts. So that's something that Apex did not have until about a few months back. So right now you got a 50K account. Profit target has not changed. You got to make $3,000 on the account. Max drawdown is $2,000. You do have a daily loss limit on the end of day drawdown accounts, guys. So you got to be mindful of that, right? You do have a daily loss limit of $1,000 on that valuation. And the funded account, obviously in the funded account, once you're funded, it starts to scale, right? 6 contracts, you got 30 days to pass. That's calendar days, not trading days. That's calendar days. So once you pass, you have 7 days to activate the PA account, guys, right? So just kind of throwing that out there. So right now you got a 5-pack of trailing drawdown accounts for $95 using the code PW. You know the vibes. Just kind of waiting for this thing to kind of make a move here. You know, you think that, you know, will we get to the bottom of the box? We don't know, but we will find out. How much do we have to pay Apex to activate with PW code? So it's actually, if you get the trailing drawdown account, it's $79, guys, right? I think the activation fee is $79. So it's always going to be a little cheaper than the end of day drawdown account, right? The trailing account. So that 5-pack, I mean, you got to think of it like this, chat, right? I get it that some people don't want the, you know, they don't like trailing drawdown. But the reality is, once you're funded on a trailing drawdown account and you get to $2,100 in that account, guys, on a 50K account, your trailing drawdown cuts off. So I'm just saying, your trailing drawdown cuts off, right? So you pay cheaper for the activation fee, you pay cheaper for the eval, because I think right now it's $39 for an end of day 50K drawdown account versus $19 in a 5-pack. So you're paying double the price basically, right? It's your option, guys. You do what you want to do, right? I know that the end of day drawdown accounts are obviously a favorite out there in the industry. So you do what's best for you. So either way, use the code BW. We got you covered. All right, so we'll drop a poll here for Power Hour, guys. Should I sign up for end of day or trail? Yeah, it's up to you. To be honest, it's up to you. So you got an option now for end of day. You didn't have that option before, so I'm just highlighting the differences, guys. Right? You got options. So you got end of day drawdown accounts with Apex, and you got trailing drawdown accounts for Apex. Why not? All right, $45 for Apex end of day drawdown account. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, right? So if you buy in a 5-pack, it's a little cheaper. I think it's like $39 in a 5-pack per account for end of day drawdown accounts versus $19 for trailing drawdown account in a 5-pack. We got you covered here with the poll for Power Hour. Make no mistake about it. So we got to see how you guys are feeling kind of going into this. It's been a crazy ride today, chat. Today was a day to just strap in and let the market do its thing, and you're just along for the party, to be honest. So I'm gonna drop a poll here. We got less than 12 minutes for Power Hour. I got to tell you guys, we went to lunch in PW's Rolls Royce, the Wraith, guys. What a crate! I mean, chat, that car is ridiculous. I mean, it is just crate with Lil Ray. So, shout out to PW for the Royce out there. Definitely chat. It's like you're floating on air. You don't feel anything. Definitely has some horsepower in that thing too, because got some nice pickup in it. That thing is a wide body, guys. Crazy car. So where'd you go for lunch? PW said he would take you to Chili's. No, we went to Lou's, guys. It's a sub shop that we like hitting up, so that's where we went for lunch. So all right, let's see. Kind of flirting again with that bottom of the range. And here we are, right? There's the break to the downside here, guys. Just took a while to kind of break down, but that is the bottom of the range break. So we've been stuck in this range since basically 11 o'clock, chat. We finally broke out below it to the downside. So it's 28,227, right? Is that a level of interest for the bears? If this momentum continues, do we hit that level today? That's the question. Right now, we got 84% of the chat. Small sample size here, so get your votes in, chat. But we got 85% that feel like we're gonna dump here, and that is clearly playing out at the moment, right? We're getting a flush McGush, make no mistake about it. So you got 4 minutes left on the current 5-minute candle, kind of sitting there, 28,592, back up 9,600. So kind of drag this over a little bit. Kind of, I mean, that should take us to power hour, right? So through power hour. About 1,900 people tuned in here, chat. We got only 750 likes. So do me a solid, hit the like button if you haven't already. You got to get to 1,000 likes plus here, guys. We've had a really good show this morning. We've had really good trades as well this afternoon. So trying to keep that streak alive of 1,000 plus likes. That will put us over 3,000 for the day. Make no mistake about it. You like the, you know, the only thing is we got a ton of time left on this current 5-minute candle, right? 2 minutes and 54 seconds. But you like the closure below, you know, these lows that have kind of held up today. But then you got to wick right back into the range. So you gotta love it, Q. You gotta love it, chat. It's crazy. 2 minutes and 21 seconds left. If you guys don't follow me on X, what are you doing? So check me out. If you can't pull me up by DMONEY in all caps, guys, you're able to put in, should be able to put in my first name here, first and last name, got you covered. Should be able to find me on X, shoot me a follow, guys. Same thing on IG as well, right? We had so basically we kind of capitalized on Tradeify, $6,250. Right, we'll take that. See what else we can kind of get here rolling. But you're missing out if you don't follow DMONEY. It's kind of crazy. I think I started here at the BDH and I probably had what, 50 followers or something on X. Now I'm at 3,155. So got to keep the number growing. Why not? Why not? That's right. About a minute, 16 seconds left here. That'll put us basically 5 minutes or less into power hour or so. And we got to see if it's going to have some power or not, because we've had quite the volatility today, chat. So I'm very interested to see how this plays out. Very interested. Is that your car in the background? No, that is actually PW's Subaru. And he also has the 911 RWB on the lift on top of that. So can't see it from here. You can see the Subaru, but you can't see the Porsche on top in the shot, but it is there. Make no mistake about it. Thanks, DMONEY. I signed up on Apex for $39. Hey, nice. Congrats. Happy for you, man. Best of luck. Yeah, so we'll kind of see what happens here, guys. In my opinion, this is bearish, right? So you just had a break to the downside. I think we flushed that previous candle's low at some point, right? Whether that happens now or in power hour, who knows, right? Because the only thing that's unfortunate is that we don't have a wick, a top wick, but I think we try to get continuation here, guys, to the downside. maybe pop that previous candle's low. And you're kind of like sitting there, right? So we, you know what's funny? This would actually be the first candle that breaks the range and closes below the range, chat. Can you imagine that? Because that last candle pushed right back up inside of the range. It did not close below the range. So you had a low put in below it, but it yoked right back up and closed inside of the range. So will this candle close below the range, kind of setting us up for power hours? So get your vote in right now. 260 votes, chat, and it is looking like 68% saying we're gonna dump. You got 32% feeling like we're gonna pump. And there is the kind of continuation down. It was a bit hesitative, I guess I should say. And now you're getting more follow through. Does it continue, guys, down towards like 540, or do we get a yoke back up here? Because that's what the price action has been basically doing, right? It's been putting in lows and then it'll yoke all the way back up. So 574 back up, and then we slowly kind of bleed down. Maybe on the next 5-minute candle, or maybe continuation on this candle. Who knows? DMONEY, I signed up for the Lucid, bought 2 accounts today using code PW. Hey, shout out to Hudson. You know the vibes. Why not? You know the vibes. All right, we're ramping up here, guys. Like I said, we knew it was going to happen here. So we are over 2,000 people kind of rocking out here. We appreciate the support, chat. So do us a solid, hit the like button if you haven't already. We're trying to get to 1,000 likes. We need basically 191 likes, guys, which is cray with Lil Ray Ray. So we've had multiple winning trades here. I think at least 4 or 5 winning trades. We've had a couple losers. I had a chop trade and I had another trade that just didn't work out, and I think the rest of the trades were winners. So we've had 45-point winning trade. We've had at least 2 20-point winning trades. We had a 30-point winning trade. So got to get to 2,000 likes here, chat. Do your boy a solid. If you're not subscribed to the channel, we rock out Monday through Friday, no later than 9 a.m. trying to make a little monies. So I'm going to finalize the poll here. You'll see the results coming through. Not too large of a sample size, about 338 votes, but for the afternoon, that's not too bad. So you got 69% feeling like we're gonna dump, 31% feeling like we're gonna pump here, chat. We're officially in power hour. We are officially in it in about a minute and 15 seconds. So need to see how it plays. Somebody was complaining. They're saying that the price is moving too slow. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of normal. I mean, we had a obviously consolidation since basically 11 o'clock. So you're talking, I mean, 4 hours basically, right? Of kind of like consolidation. That's just what it is, guys. You had a drastic move here at open to the upside. We caught obviously a lot of those longs. Then you had to move to the downside, right? So if you really think about it, right, price has literally given you longs. That was about 480 points. Then you got the downside momentum that was over 600 points, right? And then now we're just kind of consolidating. So pretty normal price action. That's what NQ has been doing, right? So watch it close inside the range. Yeah, it very well could. I mean, I'm just being honest, Chad. I hate to say that because I know there's people that they want a crazy move, and we might get it. I mean, but would not surprise me if we close back inside the range. This was the first candle that just closed outside of the range, but it has a nasty bottom wick on it, right? It barely, half of the body, half of the previous candle's body closed out of the range. The other half is inside of the range. So do we get follow through here to the downside, chat? That's the question. Think so. I think it's just a slow bleeder here. That's what I think it's kind of brewing. It's that we're just slowly bleeding out to the downside. We lost all the EMAs. Can we get below 574? I think if that's the case, you're looking for like 540 or lower. Obviously, you got a 500 level sitting right here as well, so could be a level of interest. $576. 15-minute chart. Previous candle, pretty non-existent top wick, but it did close also below the bottom of the range. All right, the body of it at least. Do we get some kind of push up, re-challenge, maybe like 650 and then continuation down? Right now, you do have, you're looking at equal lows on the 15-minute chart here, guys, off that 574 level. So you are kind of watching that. Got some kind of equal low kind of setup here that needs to get broken, obviously, for more downside. D-Money, thank you, brother, for everything you do for us. See you again tomorrow. Hey, Lito, have a good day. Thanks for tuning into the show. Tomorrow, we will be doing it again, chat. Make no mistake about it. You got PW and myself back in the AM, 9 o'clock. Trying to make a little monies. Sitting at 871 likes, guys. We need 129 likes to get to 1,000. So do me a solid, hit the like button, guys. It's like crazy that we don't have 1,000 likes. Dropped a lot of sauce here. I had to change my shoes before getting in PW's car, new car. He was not having it. That we had so much sauce during the stream that had to change my shoes getting ready for getting in his car to go to lunch. So same thing this afternoon, chat. We dropped I mean, I've already had like 8 trades, I think. 2 losers. I mean, do you trade A's session? Typically no. Right, like today, chat, I got my daughter. I picked my daughter up today from daycare, so I have my daughter today and tomorrow. So made no mistake about it. She's at the age, chat, where if she sees you like focus on something, make no mistake about it, she's coming over to the she's coming over to the iPad, guys. So because I trade on my iPad Pro at home, and she will come over to the iPad, and you're not going to be able to focus. So it's not even worth pulling the iPad out, because I'm not going to be able to trade. Can't focus. So I don't even try anymore. To be honest, I just rock out and we're watching YouTube Kids, or tonight, obviously, I'll have the game on. The game comes on at 8:30, so obviously I'll be watching that. So, but yeah, she's not having it, chat. If you got kids, you know what I mean. I'm sure your kid, if you got a toddler, I'll say that they do not play around. Yeah, that's what I was saying, guys. You got equal lows here. So is this going to be a reversal? So I think you're kind of watching that. We're back inside of that consolidation box, and you are watching to see if that plays out. A lot of times you get a pop, right? When you see the equal lows, guys, that is a reversal pattern. Could be a reversal pattern, right? So when you hear me say equal lows, I'm literally kind of telling you that for price to head lower, we need to break below 572. I think if we do that, the momentum is going to kind of rapidly pick up to the downside. But if that does not happen, then it could be the sign of a reversal pattern to the upside, right? And then you would be targeting probably 713 initially, which is the 14 EMA on 15-minute chart. So if you're looking at the 5-minute chart, you're looking at 661. You see that previous candle closure, chat? You see how that, all right, so the question would be here is, let me just do this with these equal lows, right? So the question is, does this current candle push up, or sorry, push down and form some kind of bottom wick, and then we expand higher up out of this thing to the upside, trap some people, and then all of a sudden we're going higher towards 660, guys? Because a lot of times when that top wick has not been put in, that's what happens, chat. You get a pop-up here to re-challenge that previous candle's wick. Right up towards like 650 area. I think that's the move here, chat. There's 630. And yeah, you're targeting that previous candle's wick, like 630. See, it already, right? It popped. So let's see if I can get it. See if I can get it. All right, there it is. Can we get a little bit more here? That was 10 points, guys, very quickly. Can they pop it up here to maybe 652? I'm not sure. 648, I got it in at basically. There's 10 points again. Got a bit of a pullback here. So you're having a bit of a hard time. I wanted basically that top wick to kind of hold and we pop here, right? All right, well, there's 10 points, guys. Feel free to take profit. Over 10 points. There it is. Take profit hit. You got to love it. Drop a W in the chat if you took the long, you got paid. Talk you through it. You got to love it. I mean, what else do you want? So the reality is, I mean, and it's still going, guys. There's 659. So if you held it, you got even more points to the 14 EMA. That was the original, right? You won at 668. So it just got tagged. A lot of times when you see these candles that close, guys, like this, I talk about this all the time. We had equal O's down there that held up. You had a bottom wick being put in and then a push higher. So you got to love it. You held it, you got paid even more. So drop a W in chat if you took the long. You got paid. I mean, that's just what it is, guys. We've had a variation of trades. So if you're tuning in now at 3 o'clock for power hour, I've already taken probably 9 trades, guys. I'm not even joking here. I've had 2 losing trades. I've had a 45-point winning trade. I've had a couple 20-plus point winning trades. I've had a 35-point winning trade. I've had a variation of winners here, guys. So that's just what it is. Right? So if you're tuning in now, I saw somebody say something about 10 points is not serious or something they said. Well, where were you when we had a 45-point winning trade? Where were you when we had multiple 20-plus point winning trades? Where were you when we had a 35-point winning trade? Right? It's like crazy, guys. Right? So maybe you're tuning in now, but we have taken probably 8 or 9 trades. And the chat will back that up because they have been here. So I'm not even joking. That's just what it is. Oh, man. $200, 10 points is still 200 with NQ and spread that across several accounts. What do you mean? Exactly, Prada. It's like crazy, man, right? It's crazy. Chat, you know what it is? You know what it is, chat? You know what I've come to figure out? Is that sometimes, and I hate to say this, guys, but I feel like sometimes people get so used to PW putting on banger trades, DMONEY putting on some good trades, that they're almost like they're used to it, guys. And they think that it's easy, and they think that, right? It's almost like they kind of take it for granted but make no mistake about it. You go to another stream and you're going to quickly find out that and you'll be back, right? Because the crazy thing is, guys, is that there's a reason why we get the views we get, the likes, etc., chat. And I'm not bragging at all. This is not bragging, chat. I'm stating a fact. Some people don't, and maybe that's why we got some haters, right? Because maybe they're like, I don't know what it is, but it's very strange that people, you take a 10, 15 point trade, you've already had 45 point trades, multiple 30 point trades, multiple 20 point winning trade, and like they're like upset about it. Like they it's like crazy. I don't get it, man. I really don't. I don't get it. So but I think that's part of what it is, guys, is that we have, you know, kind of, obviously we know what the standard is for the BDH, and I think that's almost, it's like a gift and a curse, so to speak, because there's some people that, like, it's like crazy. And I'm telling you, chat, because before I came across PW, I know, you know, I know the trading streaming world out there. I'm very aware with the climate, guys, right? So I know that, like, trust me, it is not right. So and I'm just being honest. So it's like crazy, but I mean, hey, that's life. That's what it is, chat. Either way, do me a solid if you haven't already, guys. Hit the like button if you haven't already. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know the vibes. We're out here rocking out. Where are we at with likes, chat? Where are we at with the likes? 948 likes. We just had another winning trade. We got 2,000 plus people tuned into the show. I don't take it for granted, guys. I appreciate the support. So if you haven't already, do me a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know the vibes. That's right. Rejection now again off of that EMA, guys. 14 EMA on 5-minute chart, right? So you're looking at 28,668. So another rejection back down. So if you kind of zoom, right, you can kind of see, like, right, you had the equal low, we had a bounce to the EMA, and then an immediate rejection. The current 5-minute candle is sitting here. That was about a 61-point range so far. So that's great little Ray chat. See how this thing kind of closes out. Will we get more downside selling pressure stepping in? We know that we got 500 level, 28,500 sitting down here. That would be, in my opinion, the next logical kind of area. I mean, you're already in the 500s, but I think the lower 500s would be probably an area of interest if the momentum kind of continues here to the downside, chat. DMONEY, I appreciate all the work you do and the way you describe what you're seeing. Hats off to you, sir. Hey, I appreciate the kind words, Operation Green Day. Chat, don't mistake what I'm saying. I appreciate the support, chat. Every once in a while, though, you get somebody in the chat that they say some stuff that doesn't really make a lot of sense, right? So sometimes you got to call it out. I mean, that's just what it is. All right, so Lucid accounts right now, 50% off using the code PW. If you guys kind of check here, waiting for this candle to close out. Let me check this 15-minute chart real quick, guys. All right, so this 15-minute chart does not look good at all, right? That top wick, chat. However, you got to be mindful of the equal low here, right? That has not changed, guys. You got that equal low that needs to get swiped. Right, that 574 level needs to get broken, I think, for more downside, right? So that's the only thing I think that's kind of holding us up here, is that equal low. You break that equal low, and I think we're very quickly to 28,500, chat. That's what I'm thinking. So we'll see. Maybe a push up, you know, form some kind of top wick. This is a new 15-minute candle as well. You know, do they push it up or do they just flush Magush here, chat? That's the question. A lot of kind of selling pressure stepping in to the market, but I think they, you know, will this continue? That's the question. 28,563. Do they need a top wick to go lower? Kind of trap some people. That's been like the move, guys, right? Because if you try to get short too early, you don't wait for the retracement, they make you pay for it. Then you get the move down, right? So if you look at the 5-minute chart, see how we're kind of wicking back up now? So all of a sudden, the people that got short, they got short down here at 556. They're already down 30 points. So I think lower 500s. I mean, that would be the area. If this thing kind of picks up here, you get the flush McGush. Kind of sitting there at 566. Yeah, I mean, it's looking super kind of bearish here, in my opinion, guys. This thing is downtown Julie Brown. 5-minute chart. Let's see here. You got basically, so this box that we have mapped out, we know that that's the 500 level. So if you kind of map it out from here, about 38 points or so. Pretty clean rejection off the EMA. Oh man, 537. For 45 points move down like yesterday. Let's go. Yeah, I think I think they tagged 500 level here, chat. I mean, honestly, that's just what it is. You had a clean rejection off the EMA. You had a retracement already to the EMA. So whether that happens on this candle or the next candle, right? Maybe the next candle pushes up, forms some kind of top wick, and then it spans lower. But pretty clean, kind of pretty standard movement. So see how this thing closes out. You got about 30 seconds left on the current 5-minute candle, chat. So we'll let this thing kind of finalize, and then we will see if we can frame a setup here, maybe on a retracement back up to kind of push down. All right, wake up here. How deep is the wick, guys? Right, that's the question. How deep does the wick need to be before the continuation lower? Right, that top wick I'm referring to, guys. That's the difficult part. But I think we get momentum here to the box, chat. Kind of like a flush down the lower 500. But the movement has basically been, you get these kind of directional move, the next candle pushes up, forms a top wick, and then you get the expansion. So and that would basically be the 500, guys, that box. See how it's kind of hanging out, took too long. That's what you don't want to see, because that could be kind of them trying to push this thing back up, digging into the previous candle's body. It's taking too long, right? All right, quick flush here. And I think we head to 500 now. That was 13. So you're looking for the box to basically get broken here, guys, to the downside, right? Below 500 possibly. So did it hit the box? It came pretty close. I mean, it wasn't an exact hit here, but see, it's always, when you don't get that retracement, guys, it's always a little shaky, right? When you don't get that deep wick, like kind of digging into the previous candle body, in my opinion, it's always a little shaky on the way down. It's not kind of clear, because you're like, okay, are they gonna really yoke this thing all the way back up? And then all of a sudden it falls through the floor. Right back up. Kind of flirting with that 500 level, guys. The longer it kind of stays here, you're going to get some kind of flush McGush here, I think, to the downside, guys. Right? Flush that lower 500. Kind of break it, and then kind of pick up the momentum. You can see that that's a strong level right now for the bulls. You got down, I mean, you got to 502.75, guys. So if you took the short, congrats, right? You just hate when there's no top wick. I mean, it's literally like a 1-point wick, guys. When you see that, right, a lot of times that is a signal that we're gonna kind of have some kind of pullback. That's the only issue, I think. But we're clearly headed downtown, Julie Brown. So you got 28,526. Little pushback up there, right? And that's what I was saying, chat. You kind of hate it, right? That it didn't have. So because now it's like, okay, are we going to pop this current candle's high and then we head lower or head higher back towards the 14 at 28,614, and then we get continuation. So you got the 30-minute candle right now. It is bearish. You got a long wick top and the bottom. That is the signal of, a sign of indecision. But we know that the ultimate kind of like low is here, guys. Make no mistake about it. That daily candle low from yesterday. We talked about that multiple times this morning, myself and PW. So 28,227 area, right? The low from yesterday could be in play if they really kind of get the momentum going to the downside. That's just what it is, what we're seeing. But We'll see. Another kind of test here. I mean, I would be shocked if we don't, you know, maybe we need a deeper retracement before it, but I mean, I would be shocked if we don't break 500. Because, so if I draw out my box chat, right, even on a 15-minute chart, this is the next level that needs to get hit, right? I mean, that's just what it is. And that coincides with that 220 level, so. Does it happen now? Do they buy? You know, we're gonna find out. But still a lot of downside to kind of come if that's the case. So to the top of the box, that's 128 points. To the bottom of the box, 268. So there is room. Another bounce right back up. We hit 1,000 likes, guys. I appreciate the support. Here's the break below 498. I think we continue, guys. I would be shocked, right, if we just kind of bounce now after putting in a barely a low below 500. 2 minutes left on the current 5-minute candle. Oh, man. All right, push back up. Do we need some kind of, right? Do we need some kind of top wick? I mean, that 30-minute candle, guys, it's going to be like a solid closure below the range, that consolidation range that we were in. I mean, that's what it looks like right now. You still got a little bit over a minute left for this candle to kind of play out and finalize. But I mean, that's what I'm seeing. So we got to kind of see now if this thing kind of holds. Maybe the next candle pushes up and then you're able to short this thing down towards this box. $28,524, 50 seconds left here. Markets move weird today. I mean, to be honest, we caught a lot of trades. I mean, I'm not disappointed in, to be honest, in the market movement today. I would be lying if I told you I was disappointed. So, I mean, you know, maybe you're talking about that chop, but we were able to catch longs this morning, guys. Got about 30 seconds left here, waiting for this 30-minute candle to close out. We were able to capitalize on longs this morning. We were able to capitalize on some shorts. And then, yeah, I mean, we've had a lot of consolidation since 11 o'clock or a little bit after 11. Maybe that's what you're referring to. But, I mean, even this afternoon, I've literally taken like 8 trades and only 2 of them were losing trades. So I don't think it was a bad day at all for the market. That's just my opinion. All right, so new 30-minute candle here. This is the question. Do we need to push up here and form some kind of top wick chat before going lower, right? So that's what you're kind of looking at. I mean, ideally, that's what you would want. Price to kind of push up, dig into the previous 30-minute candle's body towards like 607 and then sell off back down. Hoping for a 14 test. Yeah, you're talking about on a 5-minute chart probably. Yeah, I mean, that would be ideal, right? but like I said, right, that'll get you back to that 28,000 like 600 level, right? Get back to the 600 level and then start to show some weakness, and you're able to kind of join the party to the downside. Something similar to this, chat, right, is what we're kind of saying. You see how you had a drop here, push back to the EMA, then you had rejection down. That's kind of like what I'm trying to set up here, right? That's what you're kind of looking for. Downside momentum, push back, retrace, continuation to the downside. Kind of same thing here, push back to the EMA, rejection. More selling pressure. If you haven't already, guys, do me a solid, hit the like button. We're over 1,000 likes. I appreciate the support. I don't take it for granted, guys. That puts us over 3,000 likes on the day, so definitely don't take that for granted. We got over 2,000 people rocking out here in the afternoon. What a crazy day, price action wise. We will see what we can frame this afternoon. If we can get another setup here. I've already had like 8 trades though, so just being honest. We'll love to see if we can kind of frame something here for a potential short. Maybe even right off the EMA, guys. I mean, right? I mean, you just had that kind of like test of 609. You know, but you got to be careful because you don't want this to be a V-shaped recovery on you, right? So, you know, that's the only issue, but I mean, that's definitely an aggressive short. Would be kind of like right off that EMA, like 613, and you're trying to ride it back down. Other thing would be just wait for this candle to kind of finalize and wait for the next candle to kind of open up, see if it gets bearish, and you join the party. But definitely kind of getting a bit of a pullback here, it looks like, guys, to the downside. So yeah, this looks a little interesting for a potential short here, right? Because of the 14 EMA so far, rejection, will it hold? And we kind of sell back off. I mean, we will find out. 28,587. Kind of holding up here. 15-minute chart. It is this 15-minute candle is bullish. You had a lot of selling pressure, right? You kind of wonder, do they bazooka this up? They kind of trap people to that 677 EMA. That's the only thing. So I think it's definitely smart on the 5-minute chart to wait for a rejection, guys. Like something that's kind of telling you on the 5-minute chart that this thing is rejecting and it's headed back to the downside, in my opinion. I need to lose $700. Guess I'll fade DMONEY so I can lose. Oh, man. Well, I mean, that's one way to do it, I guess. I don't know. $24 seconds left. Current 5-minute candle. All right, so the example would be now, guys, like if we're bearish, we should sell back off to the downside, right? That's how that's what you're thinking, that if we're bearish, we should sell back off to the downside, right? If we pop those highs and keep running, then this could be a deeper retracement here to the upside. So you got to be cautious of that. That 14 EMA has held, guys, all day pretty strongly, right, when the market's trending. So if they pop it, that's telling you that the bulls are kind of stepping in with aggression here to the upside. Let me see something here. Got the MOC poll coming through, guys. Get your vote in. Got less than 14 minutes for MOC, so curious to see how you guys are feeling kind of going into that. Obviously, right now, I think there's a battle kind of going on here at the 14 EMA between the Bulls and the Bears, so you are kind of watching this to see who wins this battle in the short term. We've had multiple rejections of the EMA previously, so if we're going to continue lower, you would expect a sell-off here right back down. But like I said, if we pop it, you could be looking for potentially this area to get challenged, all right, which is 678, guys, 14 EMA on a 15-minute chart. So I think the longer we kind of hang out and we don't break down, we are gonna make an attempt to kind of push to that 678 to 680 area. So we'll see here, chat, how this thing kind of plays. Somebody wanted to know where I'm sitting. Yeah, I got today's been a crazy day here, chat. So we got plenty of accounts here. We're rolling. I mean, like that's why. That's why when somebody was saying earlier that the market was difficult to trade, maybe you didn't rock out with us this morning. We had a ton of trades put on. I put on a ton of trades this afternoon as well. So, I mean, I don't know. I think, like I said, 680 level could be in play here, chat. Bulls are stepping in with aggression. They are not. You know, this thing is pumping, it's not dumping. They are respecting the 14 EMA so far. So that was kind of like the line in the sand, I think, for me, was that 14 EMA. Should have held up, in my opinion, if we were going to go lower. So. Dude, could get smoked in ping pong. Oh, yeah. I mean, we didn't play ping pong today, but probably tomorrow we'll play it, chat. You gotta remember, PW didn't. I don't think he said he didn't even get in until 2 o'clock in the morning or something. I don't know, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So coming in the stream and all that, that's a lot. So plus the jet lag and all that. So that's crazy. So probably tomorrow we will get the ping pong going. Yeah, I mean the Bulls are fighting here, guys. They're trying to go higher, in my opinion. So they're trying, chat. So I think you're looking for this box. You just got up to 662. I think they try to tag 680, right? I mean, that's what it's looking like if they can kind of keep the momentum going. If they sell back off here, then okay, that's fine, right? Close below the 14 EMA, and maybe you got a short opportunity towards 500. That's just what the move is right now. That's how you got to play it, in my opinion. Got to be smart. We'll let it kind of play out here. You could kind of see how this was a V shape kind of formed on the 5-minute chart. And then you're right back mysteriously inside of that range that we were stuck in since 11 o'clock. So that's very interesting, chat, right? That we had all this consolidation since 11. You get a break below the consolidation box, and then you get a push up. So that's very interesting in my opinion. One-hour chart is bullish. Previous candle is bearish. A lot of bearish momentum on that previous 1-hour candle. All right, losing the 14 EMA again. So now it gets juicy here, chat. Starting to get a little juicy here. You got 2 minutes, 23 seconds left on the current candle. Will they close below this EMA, or are they gonna kind of push this thing back up? That's the question. You had a high. So they swiped that previous candle's high, guys, and they rejected this thing back down. So can they take out 589, right? I think I'm going to try a quick short here, guys. This is pretty aggressive, to be honest, but I'm going to try it, right? We'll see if we get the follow through or not to the downside. Whoa. Got pretty much yoked right away. You got some time left, so maybe I get yoked on this candle. I'm not sure, right? I saw that previous high got taken out. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that price action, guys. So I'm gonna probably scrap this, to be honest. Push right back up inside the range. I wanted more continuation down. We did not get it, right? Tried a quick short, didn't work. I saw the swipe of the previous candle's high, and I saw the rejection down. Maybe I'm early because we got a minute left here, but might have to re-enter. You don't always get what you want, guys. It looks like a double top on the 5-minute chart. I saw that, and maybe I was a little early, and I didn't want to give it too much time. I might have to re-enter short, to be honest. I mean, we'll see in a second here, because this candle is going to close out in about 30 seconds. So I basically wanted it back below the 14 and kind of hold. And then we get the flush down here towards 500 level, guys. I think I was a little early on that short. So maybe looking to re-enter here, to be honest. We'll see. 10 seconds left on the current candle. Might have to get a re-entry. Let's see. 14's at 615. So, I mean, we're right there. Do we get more continuation down? Downtown, right? Kind of lose the 14 EMA now and kind of head lower. You got MOC coming up in 5 minutes. I think so, guys. I think we head lower. That's what I'm leaning towards. I think it just delayed. Everything has been a little delayed here, guys, the moves. So I'm trying it again. Up 5 points. Can we get a little bit more here? Are we going to get yoked again? Who knows? All right, there's 10 points. There it is. There's 15 points, 20 points. Let's go, baby. Come on, guys. 25 points. I want it lower. I want it lower. All right, 35 points. Let's go, baby. Come on, guys. We'll take that off. All right, so we got a 35-point winner there. What a crazy... I think we had lower. I would love it, Chad, if we can... I'm probably looking to re-enter, to be honest. If we can kind of hold below 592. I think 592 needs to hold, and I think we're headed back towards 520, chat. I think this was just a delayed kind of drop. So if you took the short, drop a W in the chat, you got paid. That was a 35+ point trade. You gotta love it. We'll see what else we can get here. I was a little early, evidently, on that first short. That's how it is sometimes, chat. Right? You don't always get it exact, right? Even if you're right on the directional move. Had to re-enter. It is what it is. That's just trading. Right? That's just how it works sometimes. Sometimes your entry's a little too low, and you didn't count for a deeper retracement before heading lower, right? I had to get back in. That's just what it is. So either way. What a crazy day today, though, chat. We've had so many trades. I don't even know how many trades at this point in this session. I think we kind of get back down to the lower 500s. I really do. I feel like they're just kind of propping this thing up. So let's check. You got about a minute on your MOC vote, chat. Get your vote in. Let's see if we can get pretty good sample size here. We got right now 265 votes so far. 57% feel like we're gonna get a dump here, and pump wise 43%. So that's your vote. So you got about 30 seconds here. I'm going to finalize this poll because we're getting ready for MOC here. That's right. I think we flush here, guys. I think we're headed lower, to be honest, towards that bottom box. I think we're headed towards 500, right? I think it's just kind of a delayed kind of response here. You got a double top, got a rejection here, and I think we kind of get back towards this bottom box. That's what it's leaning towards, so we'll see. If you haven't already, do me a solid, guys. Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know the vibes. We're rocking out here. Make no mistake about it. We will be back tomorrow, chat, at 9 a.m. trying to make a little monies. That's right. Got PW back in the house. We'll be rocking out tomorrow. And that's always guaranteed to be a fun time. I think so, guys. I think we head towards 500. I really do. You know, maybe going into MOC. I don't know. Maybe right at 4 o'clock. But I mean, it's almost like we're primed to kind of flush lower here. Maybe kind of going into that 4 o'clock hour. I'm not sure. Because we rejected again, right? So what's holding us up now, right? And we know the market can do whatever it wants. So, you know, they can do whatever they want. They can yoke this thing back up 1,000 points, but we'll see. Try scaling in. Yeah, I mean, you can scale in, right? I mean, that's you definitely can scale in. I just don't, you know, I'm not a, so chat, everybody, like, I'm not a, yeah, I think we hit this box here, guys. Here's MOC. So the poll was 60% dumpers, 40% pumpers. So got about a mixed bag here. Let's see who kind of wins this. Can you talk about how you find the levels? Yeah, you're just looking. So you're just looking to the left, and you're looking at times on the chart where price has had reactions, right? Support and resistance. That's it. Higher time frame, guys. The reason why this box down here is drawn out, and we actually, the funny thing is, if you kind of notice, this candle actually got pretty close to the 1 hour charts kind of like box, top of the box is like 480. We got down to 493 and then pushed right back up. So, but that's what you're looking at, right? See how like on the 1 hour candle here, hold on 1 second, let me take this off. On a 1 hour candle, you can kind of see, you look 1 hour chart, you look to the left. The last time we were down here at like 28,200, we had to push back up all the way to 29,200, right? So you had about a 1,000-point move. So that's a great support area, telling you that there could be buyers down there. So you're looking to the left and you're gonna map that level out, and you're gonna draw it across, right? And that kind of lines up with yesterday's daily candle low. So that's why that's an area of interest, right? So if we kind of get the momentum flowing to the downside, that could be a level where the bears attempt to take price. Right now, you got Tradeify accounts, guys, 35% off. You're able to bundle and save even more using the code PW. So you know the vibes. You got select accounts, you got growth accounts, and you have the straight to funded accounts with Tradeify. So the bundle, I believe the bundle does not apply to the funded accounts, guys. It's for select accounts and growth accounts. So 35% off using the code PW. You know the vibes. You still get the discount, your trade, the discount using the code PW, but you save a little bit more with the growth and select accounts over the straight to funded accounts from a discount standpoint, chat, because you're getting 5 at a time. Just a heads up. 28,628, kind of right back inside of that box. Somebody mentioned it earlier. They were like, I bet we close inside of the box, right? somebody called it, chat, earlier. And what do you know? We are flirting with the box right now. Tradeify messed me up with their server issues. Yeah, Tradeify came out this morning and they said that they are going to, if I'm not mistaken, restore those accounts, guys. So you see, I think they had something on Twitter. I don't think they were the only one. I think there was some issues with multiple props, guys. Let's see. Come on. Yeah, I know I saw something. I thought I saw something either from Simba or somebody in regards to Tradeify, guys. Let me see if I can find Brett's page real quick. Somebody came out and said something. I know I saw something, guys. I'm not crazy. Did you guys see that? There was something that came out, right, chat? Thanks, D. I'm up $645 with my rock out 25K Lucid. Hey, nice. Thanks, DMONEY. I'm up $645 with my rock out. Hey, Max. We appreciate the enthusiasm, sir. But why are you letting us? I had to read that twice. Unfortunately, I'm happy you're up in profit, but we got to give you a timeout here. We don't need to know that you're rocking out with whatever. So I got an email. Yeah, exactly. Dub G, right? I knew there was something that came out, guys. So yeah, Max, we got to give you a timeout. You got a 1 minute timeout, sir. You got to calm down a little bit. You are very aggressive here. I'm very happy that you're up $645, but DMONEY does not need to know that you are rocking out with it out, if you know what I mean. So, oh man, they restored my accounts by like 10 o'clock. They put a banner on your dashboard saying it would be resolved. Gotcha, Fun John. So that's the issue. So that's the update there with trade. I know I saw something, guys, that came out. Maybe it was an email or something. So you gotta love it. But either way, guys, let's go to 818 DMONEY. Yeah, I mean, who knows? I don't know, chat. I mean, it's hey, at the end of the day, if you didn't make money today, I know the people that didn't make money, they get upset when I say this, chat. But I mean, I don't know how you didn't make any dinero today, chat, because you had a lot of volatility in the market. I mean, that's just what it is. So I mean, we literally put on a clinic this morning. You had, I think I took at least 8 or 9 trades here, guys, this afternoon. Had a couple losers. A couple of those losers, actually, the directional move was there because I just re-entered, right? Pretty much on a retracement. If I was getting short, maybe my short was a little, got in a little too low, had to wait for a higher retracement and re-enter, right? That's just what it was. So got chopped on the trade, I think, for like 12 points. But other than that, I mean, we've had multiple winning trades here, 20+ point trades, multiple 45-point winning trade. We had 30-point winning trades. We've had so many trades here, guys, that, you know, plus the morning session. I mean, it is what it is. So if you haven't already, guys, do me a solid, hit the like button. Why not? If you're not subscribed to the channel, maybe this is your first time checking out the BDH. Well, we want you to be part of the fam. So hit the subscribe button. You'll get a notification. Make sure your alerts are on. You get a notification when we're live. We rock out Monday through Friday, no later than 9 a.m. trying to make a little money. That's right. You know the vibes. Why not? D-Money, let's go Knicks. I know you want the Spurs. Yeah, I want the Spurs. Yeah, I want the Spurs to win, Chad. Because, you know, at the end of, I mean, now, I'm not opposed. I don't have anything against the Knicks, Chad. Other than them, obviously, when they come to play the Heat, it's like a movie in there. Because, so if you got New Yorkers here, there's a lot of New Yorkers in South Florida, Chad, right? So if you go to a Heat game and they are playing New York, it's like a playoff. It's like a playoff atmosphere, Chad. I've been to games here where we played the Knicks, and it's literally playoff atmosphere. So I don't have anything against the Knicks, to be honest. So if they win, good for them. I mean, that's over 50 years since they won a championship, guys. So I'm not opposed either way. I honestly just wanted a good finals, and I think we're getting that so far. So I think as a fan, as an NBA fan, that's all you can really hope for is a good series. So I'll take it either way. Blush Brown. Sometimes, hi D-Money, sometimes it's just timing, your own hesitation. I have had those days where I sat and watched you or PW enter, and for the life of me, my execution is just off the entire day. It happens. Yeah. Sometimes it's like that, Blush Brown, right? The reality is, guys, you got to understand that when prices and momentum, and especially over the last like 3 or 4 days, price moves quick, chat. So if you're hesitant as far as pulling the trigger, and maybe you agree with something that we're seeing on the chart and we're taking a setup, a lot of times you hesitating, you're going to miss that move because some of these moves are happening really quick and you don't have time to kind of second guess right? I mean, it's like literally you get in 40 points higher because a lot of these trades, they have no drawdown. So by the time you get in, you waited, and now, you're upset. I'm not saying in your case, but there's people that they get upset because they're like, oh, well, I just took an L. It's like, well, you took an L, but like the reality is when you got crazy candle movement, guys, when you got crazy volatility, like on a day like today, I mean, I don't think you have room for hesitation, guys. You just got to take the trade and let it play out, right? You guys heard me say that multiple times. If I get chopped, I get chopped, because I know that there is, right, as we kind of look towards, do we get into this bottom box here, guys? Remember, the top of that box is 480 and down to 230, guys. That would be interesting, right? If we that's based off the higher time frame, chat. We are quickly approaching the box here, so make no mistake about it. It'd be kind of funny if they just kind of flush this thing into the box going right now. It's 4 o'clock. All of a sudden you're sitting lower 400s. So it just took a while to get going, guys, but you're getting the kind of follow through, obviously, now to the downside, chat. That's just what it is. What is this person talking about? Yeah, we got to give him a couple. I think we got a couple timeouts coming here, chat. I just saw, right? So, D-Money, do you hesitate to go to the Frank stand? Give me free R8G. No, but we're not gonna. I'll tell you what, we're not gonna hesitate to give you a timeout. So, there it is. You got a timeout for trying to violate D-Money. Enjoy the timeout. Come back a new person. So you gotta love it. You got the Flush McGush coming in here, guys. 28,480. Hey, we hit the box. You gotta love it when that happens, chat. Because nobody can sit here and tell D-Money that this is in hindsight, guys. They can't. That's the funny part. You know, somebody probably wants to, but they can't, right? Because we literally talked about this, guys. There is the top of the box that got hit, 28,471.75. You gotta love it. You are great. Thank you for keeping tabs on the crazy stuff. Oh yeah, you got to. I mean, it is, sometimes it's crazy, right? So it is, you know. Thanks for the help, D. Got started in this 2 months ago. Now have 14 funded accounts. Also passed my investments on payout. You kill it. Hey, I appreciate the kind words, Eric. I definitely try, guys. I definitely try. I'm not perfect. I got things I got to work on, just like the next person, to be honest, chat, right? But make no mistake about it, D-Money's going to try his best to break down these charts and look for the right setups and try to make the cash money dinero. So. Oh, man. Thanks for streaming, D-Money, even though I wasn't here the whole time. YPS, yeah. YPY. I don't know if I read your name right. I'm trying to make sure. I want to butcher your YPS. Yeah, that's what I was saying. So, thanks for another great stream. Have a great rest of your day. Another green day in this crazy market. Hey, I'm happy for you, the rich girl. Yeah, Chad. I mean, I think overall, how can you be disappointed today, guys? Right? If you're disappointed today with the kind of, you know, somebody said that they didn't like the price action. I get it because we consolidated since basically 11 o'clock this morning. But make no mistake about it, you had a lot of movement right before 11 o'clock. We had longs, we had shorts that played out. You know, I put on like 8 or 9 trades this afternoon. So, I mean, I don't see it, right? I mean, you got to look in the mirror if you, to be honest, you know, if you're not green today, guys, what happened, right? Did you oversize? Did you not account for the retracements before the continuation, right? Because you guys saw me today on a couple of these trades. I closed them out, guys, because I didn't like the retracement, and then I had to re-enter. But see, a lot of people will hold that, chat, and then they're going to blow through their drawdown, and then they're upset when price goes in their direction because they don't have any more ammunition, guys, to kind of join the party, right? And I had to learn that, chat. I had to learn that because in a sense, you're taking a losing trade because you're trying to re-enter higher, right? So yeah, you gotta take the L sometimes to get a better entry. Now you can, of course, you can average in, but you're also adding in more risks. And you got to be able to account for that, chat. That's just what it is. So there's different ways of doing it. I prefer to kind of scrap the trade and re-enter higher because I know at least I've accounted for in a higher retracement, right? A higher retracement. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. It is what it is. Either way, make no mistake about it. We will be back tomorrow, chat, 9 a.m. trying to make a little money. So got PW coming back in the house here. He is back on the East Coast. And we're going to get this party started again tomorrow at 9 o'clock. You want to make sure you are here for the show. They can't get mad at you when they were shooting at the gym. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Dr. Z. I agree. It's great with Lil Ray Ray. So up $850 per account with 1 to 2 micro scalps. Stu 1962. Why not? Why not? So what a crazy kind of day here, guys. I'm going to hang out here for a few more minutes, and then I'm going to hit the road. Got to pick up my daughter today from daycare, guys. So got a couple minutes here, and then I'm gonna hit the road. Since you won at Horse and went further in the TraderFi Cup, does that make you the biggest and the largest at the BDH? Nah, PW's taking out over $1 million in payouts and all that. So I actually, and that's why I always say, chat, I'm always honored to be, he gave me an opportunity to be here. He didn't have to do that. So shout out to PW for that, chat, right? Because he did not, clearly he saw something in me that, and gave me an opportunity. Sometimes in life, guys, you need people to give you a shot, right? Sometimes in life, you need people to give you a shot, chat. Because, at the end of the day, it's always, you're taking a risk by kind of giving people a shot because you don't know if it's going to work out. I remember PW telling me literally, he's like, hey, we'll try it out for 90 days. And he was like, because the chat might be like, who is this guy? Right. And I was well aware of that kind of coming in. I knew one thing, chat. I knew I was going to be myself. Right. And that's just what it is, guys. So I appreciate the support. I don't take it for granted. And shout out to PW for giving me an opportunity, chat. So that's just what it is. I remember that, and the chat was pretty brutal back then. You won them over D. Oh yeah. There was people in the chat that were, because that's how it is, guys. Right? I mean, because you're used to, and I get it because obviously this is PW's channel. He built this thing from the ground up. And all of a sudden here's DMONEY coming into the BDH, and people are like, who is this guy? And they got to kind of fill you out. I mean, that's just what it is. I'm aware that. You kind of phrase it like you're going into the lion's den, guys, at the BDH, right? Because the lights are bright, right? There's thousands upon thousands of people tuning into the show every day. So the lights are bright. And if they don't, and if the chat doesn't kind of rock with you and they don't feel like you know what you're talking about or whatever, you're not gonna last, guys, right? That's just what it is. So I mean, you got to be yourself, and obviously I've been trading for over 10 years, so I definitely don't take the support for granted, guys. But I mean, at the end of the day, the expectations are high, right? And I'm gonna keep, like I always say, trying to get better and rocking this thing out. Make no mistake about it. We're back inside. We're inside of the box. You just put in a low here at 28,433, chat. So remember what we talked about. Now it's going to be Globex open tonight. It's going to be interesting because do you get a flush down here to 227? I mean, best believe if that happens, guys, PW is probably going to, unless he's catching up on sleep, he will probably be posting that because I'm sure he'll be up on his account, on that account crazy, right, that he's shorting. So, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we challenge that low. What are the EMAs you use? 1450 and 200 EMA. 1450 and 200. So, Dr. Just John, I watched the stream so much I'm starting to talk like PW and DMONEY. Oh man. Hey, we appreciate the support. We don't take it for granted. So I've been trying to find someone who is willing to teach and share insight. I just found you like 40 minutes ago and I'm enjoying the vibe. I'll be here tomorrow morning. Hey, I appreciate that. Definitely appreciate it. So yeah, make sure you got the notification bell on. You get an alert when we're live. We'll be back tomorrow, guys, at 9 o'clock. Make no mistake about it. Trying to do this thing all over again. See what the market brings. That's the day before SpaceX IPO. What is that going to bring? We don't know, but we're gonna definitely find out, chat. You were a great addition to the BDH. Great team. Hey, I appreciate it. I'm trying to lose $1,500 to match consistency, but I'm now up six. Oh yeah, you're up 6,000 now. Oh yeah. Chat. It is the craziest thing that you have to experience to understand. that when you are over the consistency rule, chat, it is some kind of mind game that your mind does or something. It is very hard to lose money, chat, when you're trying intentionally to lose money. Try it. Try it, guys, right? You're going to experience it. So it is the hardest thing. You will see that a lot of times you're going to have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trades in a row that magically take off and they are in profit with no dropout when you're trying to lose that money. It is crazy. Chat, it's like best actual trading show on YouTube. So real, so much fun. Hey, Fred, we appreciate the kind words, guys. We don't take it for granted, and best believe we're gonna keep the party going. So we'll try to do this thing again tomorrow. I try to lose money and made an additional 500. Oh yeah, it is quite the experience, chat, that you need to try for yourself. Now, I'm not saying for you to intentionally try to blow an account, guys. That's not, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you're over the consistency rule and you know that you got to come under the rule. So you're trying to lose money, right, to meet the consistency. It is going to be a battle, guys. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a battle. You're going to find that you're going to get multiple winners in a row. that you couldn't get all day, but all of a sudden now that you got to get the consistency, you can hit 5, 6, 7, 8 winners in a row. It is crazy. So even if you try the opposite, it still hits. Yep. I got a few more minutes here, chat. I got to wrap this thing up probably right around like 4:15 here. So I got about 3 minutes. Got to pick up my daughter today from daycare. So, but make no mistake about it, we'll be back tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Pretty good session this afternoon. I think you got to be content with that and kind of call it, right? Know when to fold them. And we'll be back tomorrow. So, oh man. That's when you win the most. Yep. I'm telling you, chat. Maybe you haven't experienced it, chat, because you're not dealing with that, but at some point you're gonna deal with it. You're gonna think back to what I said. You're probably gonna start laughing because you're gonna see that it's true. So that's just what it is. Hey D, I lost on purpose yesterday, got funded today, and now I'm up 2K. Thank you, bro. Hey, you did all the work. I mean that sincerely, chat. I don't hit buy or sell for you. PW doesn't hit buy or sell for you. So we're not here to take credit for your, payouts. And I get DM'd all the time. People, hey, I just got to pay out, and I literally tell them, congrats, you did all the work. So that's just what it is, because I don't physically place trades for anybody, chat, winners or losers. So that's just what it is. The Mad K1, thank you, DMONEY. I'm up 3,500 green today from UMPW. Hey, nice. Congrats. All right, chat. I'm going to wrap this thing up here. So if you haven't already, do me a solid, hit the like button on the way out. If you're not subscribed to the channel, why not? We rock out Monday through Friday, so make sure you hit the notification bell and you hit the subscribe button. We will be back tomorrow, myself and PW, trying to do this thing again, guys. So I'm hopeful that we get more volatility in the market, right? Because that is a momentum trader's dream, either direction. We don't really care, bullish or bearish. So 35% off traded field accounts right now. You get the 5-pack rolling there. You get obviously the best deal using the code PW. So I will catch you guys tomorrow. Stay safe, guys. I'm gonna go grab my daughter from daycare here. Try to beat this kind of traffic rush that always happens on 95. So we're gonna call it. So stay safe, chat. Hopefully the Spurs get it done tonight and it's tied up, right, to kind of make up for some lost time and kind of even the series, put some pressure on the Knicks. We'll see. So gonna watch that game tonight regardless. So have a good night, chat. Stay safe. Catch you tomorrow. Maybe it's morning time where you're at. I don't know because of the time zone differences, but hey, we appreciate the support. Catch you tomorrow. We gone.